traveling out of town from Kanapali and headed toward Kapalua and beyond Kapalua, we actually found this amazing bay, and I think it's the subject of some development project that the locals are pretty upset about. But as you can tell, this is not really a view that you'd want to have spoiled, particularly if you grew up all your life with it. So I'll just let you take a look. And every now and then you get a fantastic wave that rolls through here. It creates a cascading effect right up on the rock, so hopefully I can show you one of those. We're probably going to have one. Let's see what this one does. Beautiful. It's just amazing here. You can see as this water keeps going right into the lava rockets here and right into a cave. Some of the most interesting activities way out here on the point. Notice on a few occasions large waves hitting that area. It's pretty interesting to watch. We've actually had a fantastic day today. We went out and did the whale watching, and after about an hour of a 2-hour trip, not really seeing anything and thinking that we wouldn't, we came into a flurry of activity. Neither one of us have actually been able to see the footage from the whales, but my guess is that at least one occasion I was able to capture a full breach of a whale, which is pretty rare to see even under good conditions. And at this point, the mating season is pretty much coming to an end, with some stragglers here still in the area outside of Lahaina. That's about 15 miles or 20 miles down the road from where we are right now. So and then after that, we actually stopped by Maui Coffee Roasters, which is a local distributor of coffee beans that are grown in the Kanapali area. And the gentleman there was kind enough to explain to us how they harvest it and the difference between some of the beans they sell and the roasting techniques and all that. And we had a great time there. So after those two things, this was really just a spur of the moment. And we got some great activity here. We got some more coming in. It's going to be pretty nice. This is really just a spur of the moment stop. When we get to the back, or back to our cars, I want to show you. Maybe we won't, but there was some graffiti on some of the guard shacks on the property that they appear to be building across the street from the bay, right here. And again, the locals are protesting any development in this area, pretty upset by it. And we also noticed that there were 2 cars broken into in the same area that we parked in. So we've got all our valuables out of the car, and hopefully they won't just get curious and vandalize the cars. But again, it's really the locals' revolt against what's happening here. I think they really would like to keep this area to themselves. I can see why, actually. It's pretty beautiful. So the area that you're seeing right now is not an area in which you'd swim. It's frankly too dangerous. The currents are much too strong. And there's a lot of rock lying on the edges in the bottom of this particular pool here. So you would definitely opt for calmer waters, and those can be found just on the other side of this rock. I'm going to pan over here, and when I do that, you're going to see one of the most gorgeous beaches that we've seen in Hawaii. And this definitely is a place where you do want to go for a dip. Absolutely fantastic. You can see some people up on the shoreline. This particular water is a lot lighter blue than we've seen in a lot of areas of Hawaii. Not real sure why that is. Looks a little bit more like the water you'd see in the Caribbean versus the darker blue, deep blue colors that we've mostly seen since our trip here. But at any rate, this is a fantastic beach. And if you get to the Kanapali or Kapalua area, you should continue down the road a little bit and spend some time on this beach. It's really worth the trip. We're going to close with our visit here with just a little more footage. Hopefully you can get the feel of this area from this footage. It's always hard to do, but it's definitely a special area, and one you might not see in the guidebooks. We'll caption it when we revise this footage, and I just don't remember the name of the place, but we'll put it up here so anyone who comes can make sure to visit. We originally came down here to try to get some footage of the local surfers, which we heard were down here, but they're not out today, and I don't really know why that is. It might actually be the case that this area is not quite rough enough for them yet. We'll see if we can get you one last big wave, and then we're going to bolt and go do something else. I don't really know what. Here comes some activity, hopefully. Nice. Really beautiful. One more incoming wave coming. That's a wrap. This, by the way, is the name of the bay for those of you who are going to be lucky enough to ever get to Hawaii and find your way up this road. Honolau Bay. Pretty great. Hopefully you enjoyed the footage.